Hello again, this is Phi, and I'm about to give LegacyCode a second try here. I did realize a couple things since making the last video. The first being, as you can see, I did figure out that there is a full screen mode. I checked the game page and it's Alt and Enter. I think it would make a lot of sense to kind of put that kind of in the game here somewhere, especially since you have this kind of silly command line interface with all these commands and stuff. You know, why not just put that like in one of the commands or something. In any case, I figured that out, and the other thing I figured out is, call me stupid if you will, but apparently the last playthrough I was just playing the tutorial the whole time. I forgot at the time obviously, but I do remember that I went into the tutorial here with F1, which I guess is what I was playing. And once I got into that, I just kind of didn't realize what was going on anymore, so I thought that was the game. I definitely still find that pretty confusing. I don't know what the deal was with the keys, and I don't know why the tutorial didn't just like let me finish and come back and start the game or whatever, you know. So I think you can make that less confusing. In any case, I'm going to actually try the actual game now, so just give this a fair shot and we'll see what happens here. I might actually try the gamepad at this point, so I guess it's bind all pad. I guess I have to actually type this in for it to work for some reason, which is, I don't know why you bother with this kind of thing. It seems silly, but alright. So already looking very different. Alright, we got D-pad input. Left thumbstick doesn't seem to work. We got jump, we got attack. That feels very normal. I guess that's the use key. And what is running then? Is that like the left bumper? Really? Ugh. Yeah, so here's a quick suggestion. I would ditch the use key like I mentioned before, make that context sensitive or something, you know, use up or use the attack button or something. The run button, I mean, you could put it on a face button. I'm almost wondering if you could just use the attack button and you hold it down, so it's like Mario style. I don't see why that wouldn't work, so it's something to consider. But I think the default binds could be improved upon. I guess I'm supposed to break this thing. Is that right? Oh, there's a key. All right, so I found a key. There's an exit thing here, which I don't know what that's for, but alright, so yeah, I don't even like I don't even like the fact that I have to kind of open the doors. I guess there's presumably some reason for being able to like close doors behind you or something at some point. In any case, and yeah, I guess so. I noticed that the game was described as a roguelite. So I don't know if this may just be random level generation and stuff, so it might just be different every time we launch the game here. Getting some screen tearing up there. It might be nice to... It seems like there isn't even a pause menu. Okay. Huh. So we can open this right up. That's interesting. That's on the escape key. It's not bound to anything on the Xbox controller, as far as I can tell. But it... Usually for 2D games like this, it's nice to have VSync, just because the, well, I busted all that. The screen tearing is actually pretty awful right now, and that it can make it really, really hard to look at it all. I don't know if this is some kind of upgrade, power up. Looks like I can't get it. It might just be health. It might be a health pack, because I'm at full health right now. Those look like cards of some sort. I don't know if that's money. I don't know what this is. It's like health or something came out of it. Yeah, that screen tearing is horrific. I'm assuming that's getting captured as well. I'm not gonna hit that. And the behavior of the screen tearing might change a little bit depending on if I close some other stuff running right now, that kind of thing. Oh, can you hop and bop this? Wow. was actually hilarious. I don't know if that did any damage, like jumping on it, or if it died because it fell or something. But that was pretty funny. I wasn't expecting that you could do that. But yeah, this definitely feels way better on the controller than with the keyboard. I don't like the run key being on the the left bumper. What is this? I don't know what that is. I don't know what either of these are. Got my cursor on the screen a little there. I don't know what that is. Apparently you do not want to let that thing hit you. Okay, so I just killed that. I like how you can hit the enemies after they die. I mean, it's a little bizarre to kill dogs and everything all over the place and have dog carcasses around, but robots are cool to kill. So I don't know what these are. Oops. Alright, some more dogs to kill. There's a lot of hit stun and stuff. It feels pretty good. Ooh, I think I hop and bopped that guy before hitting him. It's cool that you can do that, so you don't just... I do like... yeah, that actually feels pretty good. I like the fact that you can... you don't take damage from the enemies unless they're actually in like an attacking state. So you can make contact with them without getting hurt. I like that kind of thing, so that's cool. Yeah, I don't know what my goal is. I'm just kind of killing things and just collecting random doodads as I come across them. The inertia is a little weird. I would like to have a little more air control in this kind of game. Would just feel better to me, I think. Especially for this kind of thing when you want to get up on a ledge and you just can't do that kind of thing with your air control. You have to line it up and then like this. That's a little annoying. Yeah, just all these little tiny platforms everywhere and that kind of thing. I would expect to have a little more control to just navigate this more swiftly. See, I tried to do like a running attack. This guy, I don't think... Ouch. Actually... Okay, I think that guy, you actually take damage just from running into him, which I wasn't expecting. So, it's a little strange. I kind of figured, like I mentioned before, that everything would just not hurt you unless it was in like attack frames or whatever. So I'm not sure if that's an inconsistency or if I was just wrong about something, but I kind of wish it wasn't like that, because especially with the high inertia, it's really easy to run into stuff if you try going fast. So if I want to like run and jump and smack something, it's going to make it really dangerous if you can't make contacts with enemies without taking damage, so something to consider. That screen tearing is hurting my eyeballs. See, that worked well. That didn't. And again, I think there's ooh. Yeah, there's definitely a few frames also when you attack before it actually comes out. Just makes it feel unresponsive. I mean, it's like near instantly, but not quite, so that doesn't really give you an indication that you're supposed to time it or anything. So it just kind of makes you mess up when you try and go too fast. So what I would suggest is just making this instantaneous, like actually, instead of like pseudo instantaneous that just makes you run into things and get hurt when you think you shouldn't have to. And yeah, I don't know if it's like I'm touching his rocket boosters or something. Ugh. So that's what that does. And see, that should have hit him. I don't know why that didn't. Yeah, that one should have hit him too. So again, I would definitely take a look at your attack frames and make sure that comes out when it's supposed to and all that stuff. Ooh, I could get up here, okay. So I think that was health. So yeah, you can jump on them from above. Ouch. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like getting hurt by the enemies like that just from being in contact. I do like the behavior of those drone guys though, and the way they shoot the little bullet and stuff. It's like they're creepy, but they're also like the bullet is pretty avoidable, so it just kind of feels good. Oh wow, that frog just started beating the crap out of the thing. So yeah, there's definitely a lot more good qualities that I'm getting out of this than from when I was just playing the tutorial in the last video. But I don't like falling down, that's not much fun. Oh jeez. I was pretty sure that guy was gonna hurt me and it didn't. Yeah, see, I should have been able to do that. I tried to jump off the wall and hit him like instantly, but the attack came out too slow, so I would definitely like to see that just be an instantaneous attack. This key thing, I guess, alright, so there's keys at the top, so that was kind of like it was mentioned, that confusing thing in the tutorial about getting 5 keys. So I guess that's what my actual goal is here, is just to find all the keys. Is this... Alright, so I think that's a gun, which... Alright, so right bumper. Ooh, that's not good. I'm taking a look at the top. It looks like it's actually kind of confusing. It says it's got like a bullet icon times 0, and then on the right it has like a bunch of bullets. So I'm not sure if that's supposed to display my ammo somehow. Oh, jeez, that guy shot a lot faster than I expected. Whoops. So yeah, I think those drone guys have really cool behaviors. Those guys are weird. Wow. Right in the face. I still don't know what any of these things I'm picking up are. Gosh, I'm just bad at... Now that I think about... Let's see, I should have hit that guy. Now that I'm thinking about it, the screen is like extremely busy. It's not actually even obvious where like the platforms are. Wow. Whoops. I think I got stuck in some hit stun frames there for a few seconds, and that kind of... Oh, and then I got stuck on the ledge. I couldn't even... I was looking elsewhere. I didn't realize I was stuck on the ledge. So yeah, the whole visual design here, I think this is really the background and all the freaking guts and spiders and everything. It's not that this is bad, it's just so loud that it's not giving your attention to the actual interactable terrain and stuff, which is by far more important. I would definitely consider making this a little darker, desaturated, whatever, just to kind of fade it back into the background where it should be. And I probably shouldn't keep playing this too long. I actually, to be perfectly honest, I really like this a lot. I know I mentioned like a whole bunch of things, kind of criticisms and critiques and stuff. I can't pause with the controller. I'm just going to reiterate real quick. I would consider more air control. I think the low air control doesn't really fit this kind of game very well. So that'll help a lot with all this these tricky movements with these little platforms all over the freaking place and that kind of stuff. I would definitely fix the attack so it comes out instantly. Make sure that hitbox is there immediately so you don't get all these cheap hits and stuff on you. That'll make a huge difference. I would consider making like the drone enemies here and stuff not hurt you when you run into them. I don't really like that personally. I don't know if it's exclusive to these guys because they have little boosters or something. That being said, if the other things I just mentioned in the controls and stuff were if you made those changes that I'm suggesting, I think that would also be more manageable. But I don't really like the idea of running into enemies and taking damage, at least not in this particular case. I think their attack should be what hurt you. And really, I think those things would make a huge difference overall in just the overall playability. They're really simple things and would make this a lot more fun. As it is, I like the overall concept, honestly. I think it's some of these behaviors are really promising, and just smacking stuff with this wrench just feels really good. I would definitely add VSync because that's driving me insane. And I didn't get to really use that pistol I think I picked up. I do like the fact that you apparently always have your melee attack like right there, even if you have like a gun. So I think that's a good choice, so you don't have to like switch between them or something, because that would be a lot worse for usability in general. So and I'm guessing, you know, this might just be randomly generated like I mentioned, so that'd be cool. The whole roguelite dealio I think works well with this kind of gameplay. So lots of babbling. I know I kind of already made a whole video and then I made a second video, and it's probably a lot to watch, but I think this is really cool. I did mention also the background. I think you should make the background a lot darker or whatever you have to do to de-emphasize it so it's obvious where the platforms are. And with all of that said, I think I'm probably going to quit for now. I'm sure there's more game to see, and I obviously didn't get very far. I'm mostly just talking and such. So hopefully this was helpful, and do let me know if you have any questions. And I'm gonna get started on another video. See you guys.